Welcome or welcome back to my little creative corner of the internet, and welcome to our second day of Junk Journal July for 2026. As the prompt for day 2's nature, I decided to make a little detour and go on an adventure with the journal. But first I started my creative session at my desk. I had the idea of going outside and just making a little bit of a craft picnic later down the line. So we started out with picking which kind of spread we want to do for the second day. I feel like in the beginning it's really easy to just pick one. Later down the line it gets more complicated as the possibilities of empty spreads gets a little bit less and thinner in a way. And then I decided to get out the botanical book. Yes, I rip out paper from that book, but as you might can spot here, it has some water damage at the top. I don't ruin a perfectly good book, as well as this one. I also got it out of the trash. If I wouldn't have saved it, it would have been shredded and destroyed over a year ago when I found it besides the paper dumpsters. So I feel like it's fine. I give them a new life, and I don't know. If you hear the recent, I don't know if it was internationally news, but in Europe it was kind of a big point that there are kind of big data centers buying up all old books from antiques stores and shops to feed the old books into AI and then burn them. And I feel like that feels like an, I don't know, dystopian novel kind of plot from a few years back, but it's reality. It's kind of super, super weird. And I don't know what to feel about it, but I feel like I really have to get myself back into reading and collecting more old books, so that you kind of have your own library with the things you might want to read or read again in a few years, so that you don't run into the problem of not getting it anywhere. And I just love to have old copies of the books I love, so maybe that's something I will look into in the future. But we will see. I don't know. It feels so weird, and kind of, even though I make videos about my crafts and everything, so it's kind of a bit of a digital process as well. I really love that spending time in my journal or my sketchbooks makes me go analog for a while in a way, and just you don't spend that time on a screen when you spend it crafting and creating. And I feel like that's such a good antidote to all the things going on in the life at the moment. So I just allow myself with these daily challenges, especially. I feel like I always try to organize stuff in advance so that I have the time and space and energy throughout the months to do the daily crafting and creating in a way. Sometimes there's more time on some days and there's less time on others, but I also feel like you can make something in 5 minutes or so on, so you don't have to make it super complicated. For today I did take quite a lot of time and just experimented, and like you will see later on, I did then decide to abandon my desk and go outside, as it was a lovely day, and just spend some crafting time in nature, as we have the prompt of nature for today. And I feel like that was really, really nice and was a lot of fun. And maybe I can repeat that just on other days, even though it's not the topic, just to spend some time outside crafting, or just make it a habit in general to spend more time outside with my sketchbook. But lately the heat wave was kind of making that impossible. It was absolutely crazy. last week. So now it's a bit more manageable, which makes it nice to just sit outside and craft a bit. How are you guys all doing? How is your start to the Junk Journal July going? Let me know in the comments down below. I absolutely love to hear from you. And another thing, one of you left a lovely comment reminding me that we can share our creations from the Junk Journal July on the community tab. So if you want to share your creations with the community, you can leave a post on the community tab for everyone to see your creations of each day. I would absolutely love to see all your beautiful creative pages and things you come up with. So I highly encourage you to post something of your there if you want to share it with all of us. And I'm so excited to see the different ways everyone comes up with something for each prompt. It's always so lovely to see all the different takes on the prompts. Here I'm just trying to figure out how to glue the doily down, and I did use up my transparent glue stick again, so I'm fighting with the green one here again, but I did already write a to-buy list for some not colored glue, so hopefully this won't be an issue for long. And I feel like on today's spread it's kind of okay that it is glue, that the glue is green in a way, because there's also something green going on the page, and I don't know, I think it kind of fits, but all in all I just get annoyed at the green tint. Why don't they make this kind of glue like they did when I was a child, where the blue is only to see where you put the glue, and then the glue gets white magically while drying. So I first originally thought those glues would be like that, because that's why I didn't pay attention to the color in the first place when I started using them. And then later down the line I just realized that the color isn't fading with those, and that's kind of annoying. So yeah, now here you can see me making the decision to just not care, as we have green on the page anyways. And here just comes out the label maker to make the little daily thing to include into the spread. I really love to make them with the label maker to make it really textile and tactile. Yeah, I don't know, I just like to go with the flow, and today was just a bit of a random day, and here I'd already decided to go outside now and see if I can complete the nature page in nature, but I did decide to first cut out some of the stuff to include into the spread so that I didn't had to do that outside. Now let's pack up the journal and a few bits and bobs to get creative with and go outside for a little craft picnic. I had a lot of fun with that, and like I said, I really have to do that again. It's so relaxing to just sit in nature and craft. And here I just tried to figure out what to do next with everything and just cut out the final pieces of the flower. Now I'm just trying to figure out if I want to add anything else to the spread and just see where enough is enough. I feel like sometimes when you have a lot of things going on a spread, it can be difficult to know the point where you say like, okay, that's it for now. And I feel like that was something I did struggle a bit with today. And then I did take out the Posca marker again, which I used for the pattern on the first page, and decided to just draw another one of those flowers to add to the spread. I don't know, I really love to make it a mixture of drawing and collage and just a bunch of different things and go wild with the mixed media in a way. I don't know, I feel like all my junk journal pages are kind of mixed media, or most of my spreads in anything I create are kind of a big mixture of different kind of things, be it photography or drawing or collage. But I'm really, really happy with how this spread turned out, so it kind of paid off. I'm super, super happy about today's creation, and I feel like the spread turned out super lovely, as well as the little crafting picnic adventure was so much fun. I really have to do that again soon. I hope you enjoyed the process as well, and I hope you had a lot of fun with the prompt of nature for Junk Journal July Day 2. Can't wait to see all your beautiful creations, so make sure to post them on the community tab, or just anywhere where you post your stuff in general, and use the hashtag JunkJournalJuly2026 so that we can all have a look at your beautiful creations. So see you tomorrow. Until then, happy creating.